All right, y'all, we are on lesson 7, which is dividing polynomials. Now, with dividing, we're kind of limited with our scope of dividing polynomials because it starts off super easy. We're going to be dividing a polynomial, so 2, 3, 4 terms, whatever, by just a one-term monomial. Because when we start to divide by a binomial, or, God forbid, a trinomial, that math gets really difficult really quick, and we save that for your junior year, okay? So let's start off with a really basic example. (15x squared plus 9x minus 12). 15x squared is a term, 9x is a term, negative 12 is a term. That would be a trinomial. We're going to divide this trinomial by 3. Now, believe it or not, this is as easy as saying 15 divided by 3, 9 divided by 3, and negative 12 divided by 3. And our final answer, 15 divided by 3 is 5. X squared. 9 divided by 3 is 3, x. Negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. That's basically all we're going to be doing today, okay? Except, remember what happens if you are multiplying or dividing by negative. (8x cubed minus 4x squared plus 32x plus 16), all divided by negative 2. Well, 8x cubed divided by negative 2 is going to give me negative 4x cubed. Negative 4 divided by negative 2 is going to give me positive 2x squared. 32 divided by negative 2 is negative 16x. And then 16 divided by negative 2 is going to give me negative 8. So that was 4 terms that we divided all by a negative 2. So, pretty simple. There's another way you may be asked. It's the same process, except visually, it's kind of like, whoa, 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 this looks different, but it's not, okay? (25x cubed plus 30x minus 15). I don't have that in parentheses. Instead, all of that as the top of a fraction with a 5 on the bottom. Okay, same process. All we have to do is divide 25 by 5, divide 30 by 5, divide negative 15 by 5. It's just a big old fraction. You may be thinking, wait a minute, well, why? Well, actually, a fraction is division, and the division sign actually looks like a fraction with something on the top and the bottom. Okay? 25 divided by 5 is 5, x cubed. 30 divided by 5 is 6, x. Negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, try number 4, 36x to the 5th minus 27x cubed plus 15x squared, all divided by negative 3. Okay, so 36 divided by negative 3 is going to be negative 12 x to the 5th. Negative 27 divided by negative 3 is going to be positive 9 x cubed. 15 divided by negative 3 is negative 5 x squared. And that is our answer. Okay, so you may be thinking, okay, what about those exponents? What about those variables? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. I wasn't going to ask it, but since you asked, if you divide variables, such as x to the whatever power divided by x to the whatever power. So you may remember in our last videos when we talked about multiplying x times x, we added the exponents. When we divide, we do the opposite. All we have to do is subtract the exponents. So let's try a couple examples where now we're dividing by both a number and a variable. Okay, 18x to the 6th plus 15x to the 5th minus 12x to the 4th, all divided by 3x squared. So we're going to have to take this piece by piece. First, that first term, 18x to the 6th. Let's start by dividing 18 by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Then, for that x to the 6th, let's subtract 6 minus 2 to get x to the 4th. Then start over. 15 divided by 3 is 5. X to the 5th divided by x squared, 5 minus 2 is 3. Then start over. Negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. X to the 4th divided by x to the 2nd, 4 minus 2 is 2. Final answer, 6x to the 4th plus 5x cubed minus 4x squared. Okay. $30x to the 9th plus 40x to the 7th plus 100x to the 4th, all divided by 10x to the 4th. So we're going to divide those coefficients, so 30, 40, and 100 divided by 10. We're going to subtract the exponents, so 9, 7, and 4, all subtracted by 4. So 30 divided by 10 is 3. X to the 9th minus 4 is going to leave us with x to the 5th. 40 divided by 10 is 4. X to the 7th divided by x to the 4th, 7 minus 4 is 3. Here's a little tricky one. 100 divided by 10 is 10. 4 minus 4 is 0. So x to the 4th cancels out and there's no x back here. It's just plus 10, okay? If you said plus 10x, unfortunately, that would be wrong, okay? So be really careful here. When you say x to the 4th divided by x to the 4th, when you divide something by itself, that's 1, okay? when you divide x to the fourth by x to the fourth, even though they're variables, anything divided by itself is 1. And all of these coefficient variables are being multiplied together. Why I'm saying all of that is that 100 divided by 10 giving us 10 here, that would be 10 times whatever is over here. Well, 10 times 1 is still 10, not 10x. Okay? Let's try one more together. (15x cubed plus 18x squared plus 3x, all divided by 3x. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then x to the third divided by x to the first, 3 minus 1 is 2. Then 18 divided by 3 is 6. X squared divided by x to the first, 2 minus 1 is 1. I'm just going to say plus 6x, not plus 6x to the first power. If you put that one exponent, you are not wrong. That is still correct. It's just on a multiple choice, you're not going to see it. I'm not going to write it. Ooh, this is tricky. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And x to the first, 1 minus 1 is 0, so that cancels out. So what do we put back here? Well, we put 1. We have got to put that 1 here because we really divided something, 3x, by itself, 3x. Okay? The way I also like to think about this is I have to be able to redistribute 3x times all of this. And get back to where I started in the parentheses up here. So 3x times 15x squared is 15x cubed. 3x times 6x is 18x squared. And 3x times 1 is 3x. Hey, that's what was in parentheses up here. So that's how I know I'm right. Okay? That's actually how you're going to check your work for all of these if you want to. Okay? All right, I'm going to just write down a couple more and let you try those out, and then we'll go over them together, and then we'll be done. Please try 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let me write my little equal signs out here. 14 divided by 7 is 2. X to the 7th, subtract 4, 7 minus 4 is 3. Start over. Negative 21 divided by 7 is negative 3. Subtract 6 minus 4 to get 2. Start over. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Subtract 5 minus 4 to get 1. You could call that 5x or 5x to the first power. Either way is correct. Okay, number 9. 25 divided by 25 is 1. X to the 9th divided by x to the first power is going to be x to the 8th power. So, we've got a couple of options here. You can write 1x to the 8th power, but on a multiple choice assignment, you're just going to see x to the 8th power, not 1x to the 8th power. If you put the 1 there, you're not wrong. It's just not really necessary to be there. Then, 50 divided by 25 is 2. And then x to the 3rd divided by x to the 1st, 3 minus 1 is 2. So we've got x to the 8th plus 2x squared so far. 100 divided by 25 is 4. X to the 1st, 1 minus 1 is 0, so that's going to cancel out. And our final answer is x to the 8th plus 2x squared plus 4. And the last one. Again, it's written like a fraction instead of a division question, but it's the same thing. So, 60 divided by 12 is 5. X to the 10th divided by x to the first power. 10 minus 1 is 9. 36 divided by 12 is 3. 9 minus 1 is 8. 24 divided by 12 is 2. 6 minus 1 is 5. Negative 12 divided by negative 12 is negative 1. 3 minus 1 is 2, so I'm just going to call this negative x squared. Okay, again, you could put the negative 1x squared there. You're not wrong. So final answer is 5x to the 9th plus 3x to the 8th plus 2x to the 5th minus x squared. Okay, a couple more questions are going to pop up right here, and we are done. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Y'all have a wonderful, magical, splendorific day.